Now that we know all of the parts of your coffee order, let's see some easy ways you can tell the barista what you want. We can say, "Hey there, welcome to English with Kat Presents. Do you like drinking coffee, but you feel a little bit nervous ordering in English? Well, not to worry, because today we'll learn how to order your favorite drink at the cafe. We'll learn some important sentences that you'll need to order and also practice speaking and listening with an example conversation at the end. Ready? Let's go. First, let's think about reading the cafe menu. People all over the world love to drink coffee, but we like to drink it in different ways. So let's look at the names of some of the coffees that you might see in a Western country cafe. Some of the most common coffees you'll see are espresso. This is a very strong coffee with no extra water, milk, or sugar. 1 cup of espresso is called an espresso shot. Another coffee you might see is an Americano or a long black. These two drinks have espresso and water, but no milk. If you want a coffee with milk, you could order a cappuccino or a latte. A latte has lots of milk in it. So if you don't really like a strong coffee, you could try this one. Or if you love sweet food and drinks, you could try a mocha. A mocha is a coffee with milk and chocolate added. Also, when you're ordering, if you're feeling hot that day, you can ask for any of these drinks, except an espresso, iced. This means they'll put ice in your drink, like an iced latte or an iced mocha. Now let's talk about cup sizes. Most Western country cafes, except for Starbucks, have 3 cup sizes: a small, medium, and large. Do you remember when we talked about an espresso shot? A small coffee will have 1 espresso shot. A medium coffee will have 2 espresso shots. And a large coffee will have 3 espresso shots. When you're saying what size you'd like, you can just use small, medium, or large. In some cafes, if you're sitting down to drink, instead of giving you a small, medium, or large cup to take away, they'll ask if you would like your coffee in a cup or a mug. This type of cup is a teacup, and it's generally a small or medium size, whereas a mug is a large-sized coffee. Finally, let's talk about adding sugar and milk. If you'd like to add extra sugar to your drink, you can use the phrase, "Can I have sugars, please?" For example, "Can I have 2 sugars, please?" Now, for those of you that know a little bit about English grammar, you might know sugar is an uncountable noun. So surely we can't say 2 sugars. And really, you would be right. But in English, when we're talking about our drink and we ask for 2 sugars, we mean 2 teaspoons of sugar. But that's just too long to say. So we'll take away the teaspoons and just say 2 sugars. That is completely fine. But what about milk? If you ordered a drink with milk, like a latte or a cappuccino, the barista, the person that makes the coffee, might ask you what type of milk you like. They may ask, "Do you want that with regular milk?" Regular milk means full-fat milk. If you want to try a different type of milk, you could try skim milk, which means low-fat milk, or half and half, which is half cream and half milk. Or you could also try a non-dairy milk. This means milk that doesn't come from a cow, like soy milk, oat milk, or almond milk. To ask for a different type of milk in your coffee, you can say, "Can you make that with please? For example, can you make that with soy milk, please? Now that we know all of the parts of your coffee order, let's see some easy ways you can tell the barista what you want. We can say, can I get, or I would like to order in a coffee shop. In English, when we say our coffee order, we often say the size first, then the drink, then the sugars, then the milk. For example, can I get a large cappuccino with 2 sugars and skim milk, please? Or another example, I would like a small iced Americano with 1 sugar, please. Now let's do some speaking practice. You try to order this drink. Hopefully you said, can I get a medium mocha with no sugar and half, please? Now you try this one. I would like a large iced latte with 3 sugars and regular milk, please. Now lastly, let's do some listening practice to practice what we learned today.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What can I get for you?
Can I get a small cappuccino with 1 sugar and regular milk, please?
Sure. 1 small cappuccino with 1 sugar and regular milk. Anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
You're welcome. It'll be ready in a moment.
Hi, what would you like today?
I'd like a large iced latte with 2 sugars and soy milk.
Got it. Is that to have here or take away?
Have here, please.
Okay. Would you like that in a cup or a mug?
A mug.
All right, coming right up.
And just like that, you're ready to order coffee in English like a pro. No matter what you like to drink, now you know all the language that you need to know to get it right. So next time you're standing in line at the cafe, don't panic. Use the phrases and structures that you've learned today to practice in your head, and that way when you're ready to order, it comes out smoothly and confidently. If this video helped you feel more prepared and more confident, please give it a like, and a subscribe to the channel always helps me out. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down below or send them to me on my social media. Enjoy your coffee drinking, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!